HBO has a really funny way of giving black girls platforms, but somehow making it exploitative. Hi guys, Jeray Malay, girl from around the way, where we have culture, conversation, and community. And in today's video, I'm going to be discussing the HBO show I May Destroy You. You probably have seen it showcased before, Insecure, which is how I kind of learned about the show. And it's featuring the black actress Michaela, I guess the now writer Michaela Coeln. She wrote and produced. She wrote and created the show apparently, and now starring in it. And if you don't know who Michaela is, I will put a picture up somewhere. I know her from Black Mirrors, the girl from Black Mirrors. She is an African woman from the UK or London. I think that's the same place, girl. And I said I wanted to support the show, give it a chance, because she is a girl who has, you know, an ethnic phenotype, dark skin, a woman who would typically be further marginalized within our community of black women. So I always want to support each and every one of us, but especially those who are further marginalized. And that was my whole thinking behind checking out the show. First and foremost, they need a trigger warning, okay? They need a few trigger warnings. There's been 3 episodes, and they probably need it for 2 of the 3. And I'm not just saying that being overly dramatic. They are dealing with some serious, heavy topics that kind of like hit you out of nowhere. Like, oh, damn, I didn't know we was about to go there, because I just wanted to watch a quick show. Like, it takes you there, okay? They are exploring topics from sexual assault all the way to heavy drug use and probably everything in between. And when I say heavy, I mean heavy. So again, HBO, come on now, like, y'all, that's a little irresponsible. The main character is Arabella. I like that name for some reason, who is played by Michaela, who wrote this series. I've already given you the rundown about this girl, and for that reason, I'm going to tread lightly, but sis, clutching my invisible pearls. And I'm feeling this way because I feel like we can have more positive black figures to begin with. Like, everybody in the show is black outside of like a few Italian guys, or the Italian guy who's her main love interest apparently, and he's like a drug dealer with a moral conscience, better than all of the black people in the whole entire cast. But I said I was gonna tread lightly. I said I wasn't gonna do it. Let's not do it, okay? Deep breath. And again, this is only episode 3, so, you know, maybe things are going to take a turn. Like, I want to see something more positive, because it's a lot of meat and potatoes there, but we need to see how it's going to be prepared. So Arabella is a millennial writer who is experiencing some mild success for a book that she had wrote that got picked up on Twitter. She now has a publishing company behind her, and she is, you know, living her life like it's golden. And let me just say, success is not the only thing she is experimenting with, because baby girl, she's getting it in on the drugs. She's used everything between MDMA, coke, ket, heavy drinking, and again, we're only on episode 3, y'all. That says a lot. And this kind of show reminds me of HBO's show called Girls, which was an all-white cast written by this girl. I think her name's Hannah or something. She's very popular. I can't think of her name. And there was one girl who had like a drinking problem, but it wasn't broadcasted in a way that we are seeing these black girls just taking any type of drug, having sex with randos in Italy, and like just super at-risk behavior in a way that's kind of glorified, but they make it more realistic, so it's not like super like bad and in your face. Like, they show the downside to it, but again, the imagery, girl. If y'all was mad about Insecure ending the way that it did, this is nothing like that. And now, based on the trailer, like, I knew that there was going to be some like drinking and drug use involved. I just wasn't thinking that it would be to that extent and so quickly. How things escalated, very like off-putting. Like, oh, okay, yeah. I don't know if any black girls doing ketamine, like, that's weird for us. But again, I don't know, maybe that's what they do in the UK. And all of the black people in the cast seem to have some sort of like sexual deviances, drug use, betrayal, just really bad. Again, like the only good person that I've noticed in this series so far was an Italian guy who's a drug dealer. So outside of all of the things that I've already mentioned, HBO's I May Destroy You does has potential to be really good TV. The acting is good. You can tell they didn't go light on the budget. It's believable. It's not like something that's just thrown together and pushed onto the own network. It's really good. It has the potential to be great because, like I said, they're discussing a lot of heavy topics, and if handled and treated with care and good writing, we can kind of get some good content out of this. And what I'm liking too is, like, in the writing, they don't seem to be afraid to go to an intimate level that I think can start conversations like the one that I'm trying to, have with you all about some of the sexual proclivities of like the new age millennial woman and navigating that. For instance, Arabella had experienced sexual assault in the first episode, but it wasn't clear like who it was. We know that her friend, who a black male who she trusted, kind of maybe set her up. We haven't discovered that yet. I'm really interested to see how it all plays out, but we later find out in episode 3 that Tara, who is Arabella's best friend, she had a threesome with, some Italian men. And like after having this experience, she noticed them kind of fist bump and like big each other up. And then somehow you saw a shift in her demeanor, which I think a lot of women face and they don't necessarily deal with. So that's what I mean by they are willing to kind of take those intimate moments. Something gross happened too, I won't share it, but like those really intimate things that you don't really necessarily see on screen. So it's kind of cutting edge, but it's kind of like, okay, girl, it's enough to keep you there and it's enough to keep you watching for sure. But Tara, I'm really interested to see how that plays out because, a woman can have sex with somebody and it was a consensual threesome, but somehow that changed. And I think she felt preyed on because, the whole idea of being sexually fluid in that way comes down to mindset and empowerment. And if that is taken away from you or you feel lied to, somehow it diminishes the experience, which is a topic not discussed enough. I mean, like so many women, we're into this, we're into that, and then when it actually happens and it doesn't go the way that you plan to, how do you really sit with those feelings afterwards? That is a really interesting topic that is worth conversation and worth looking into. That's good. Another major theme is, like, again, the friend Simon who betrayed Arabella, who maybe spiked her drink and potentially set her up to be raped and to be assaulted. That's something that is very prominent, unfortunately. So there are things that are there that can be good. I'm just like, damn, I wasn't expecting it. Especially because I, in my mind, equated it to girls. It's like a black girl. It's like, okay, but no, girl, that's not it. That is definitely not it. And then they have a friend, Kwame, who is, navigating his sexuality or homosexuality in the black community, which is something that we all know that we all could do better with accepting in the black community and things of that nature. So there's a lot to work with. There is a lot to work with in this I May Destroy You. And depending on what you guys are telling me in the comment section will let me know if I will continue to review this series, although I will be watching because I'm interested to see how it's going. So if you haven't already, make sure you are joining my private Facebook group. I'm going to link it in the description because if it's not going to happen on YouTube, it might happen over there. And I want to know what y'all think. Like, have you watched it? If you're watching this video, I'm sure you probably watched the episode then. But I'm interested to see how they navigate all of this subject matter. And I'm hoping that they do it with care. And, Arabella is already off the hook. So I need that balance. Who's going to give me that balance? I definitely say it's worth a watch, though. Give the girl a try. She wrote it. She's starring in it. Like, let's see what she got for us, okay? I mean, because nothing else really is on TV either. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Will you be tuning in? Have you already watched? What do you think? As always, I am sending you much love and much light, and I will see you in the next video. Peace. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. You might as well go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let YouTube know it's real, okay? All right, for real. I'm leaving this time, but for real, don't forget to hit subscribe, okay? Okay, all right, you got it. All right, you got it. You got it? Okay, all right, bye-bye.